Okay, so this is going to be my activity for yesterday, Tuesday, Veterans Day. What a wonky day. To be quite honest with you, I don't know. It was a crazy day out to start. I mean, I knew it was Veterans Day. It might be a little busy. A ton of restaurants were giving away freebies. Um, so I maybe thought I'd be able to cash in on some of the busyness. So I went out, not too early in the morning, but like around 10 o'clock. I got my first offer. I didn't take a screenshot of the actual offer, um, but it was crazy. So let me just explain this real quick. So this was a pickup from Panera and also a Safeway shop for 9 items for $14.26. Um, Panera is pretty quick. I went in there, got the food, no problem. Got the Safeway, mostly produce. Had this shopped pretty quick. What got crazy here is after I got everything done, there was actually this huge rollover crash. And it literally gridlocked traffic for a long time. So, and I was caught in the middle of it. So as you can see, my online time was 1 hour, 22 minutes. Now, this was probably going to be about maybe 40 minutes total with the shop and the pickup and the drop off. And it turned out to be 1 hour, 22 minutes because of the traffic. I actually took a screenshot right there. You can see rollover at Stetson Hills, one injured. I think they had to even get airlifted, and hazmat was on the scene. So it literally caused so much chaos. So after I dropped everything off, I went ahead and dipped out. I'm like, I don't know how long this is gonna last. I'm not gonna take the chance. So I did this. It was only 14:26, and then I went home for a little while. I came back later, a little bit before 2 o'clock, and I said, well, maybe things got better. We'll see how it goes. So I got this first offer right here, Chipotle, 525, 3.6 miles. As you can see, $3 in tips. I did go ahead and take that. That was easy drop off. Chipotle is 50-50. Either they're ready or you're waiting forever. So, I mean, you never know with them. But they had actually had this one done as soon as I walked in. Actually, I got the little text message, as I was walking into the restaurant saying the order was ready. So, I got this done pretty quick. As you can see right there, 16 minutes online time, 525. Okay. And then, for some reason, as I was sitting in the parking lot, it said I missed an order. As you can see here, it said that, I missed a Red Lobster order, even though no order came to my phone. I mean, this does happen from time to time, but like I'm literally sitting here with like perfect bars, like literally like everything was full. It was perfect. You know what I'm saying? I was getting offers from that area, but for some reason, I don't know. It said I missed a Red Lobster offer, which kind of sucked because it brought down my AR a little bit, but it is what it is. Um, I got this for 625 for 5.1 miles. It was a Safeway. It was like a 40 thing of water and then Starbucks. And I didn't take this offer. I really did not want to have to deal with that Safeway Plaza, because that's where all the traffic was kind of being diverted from the accident, was through there. And it was a mess. That plaza was such a mess for hours. So I don't want to mess with that for 625. So, I didn't take that offer. I did get this offer, from Rock Bottom Brewery, 950, 750 in tips, 7.8 miles, kind of high in the miles, there, but as you can see, it was literally like a straight shot, like literally right up the street. So, and that's kind of like Powers is kind of like a freeway. I mean, it's like 55, 60 miles an hour. So, I mean, I got there pretty quickly. This didn't take me no time at all. Got that done. Drove back to zone because, there's really not too much up there. Um, and then as you can see, 1475, for that one. Um, this kind of, was kind of slow a little bit, but then I got this order, 883 plus. As you can see, it tells me what my tips are up front. So 683 in tips, $2 for DoorDash Pay. This was for AI Sushi and Grill. Only 2 miles, so I mean, obviously we're taking that all day, right? 883 for 2 miles. There was a wait at AI, which usually is almost always the case. So when I got there, I had to wait, like, I don't know, like probably 9 minutes. It was under the 10-minute mark. But it just sucks because I'm always waiting every time I go into that restaurant. But yeah, so I got that, delivered it. There's the 23:58. Okay, so not good on online time. I mean, we're looking at 2 hours 23:58. So, and I think it's Veterans Day, and there's still a ton of traffic, and like literally a ton of traffic. Like you're waiting forever at red lights. You're trying to get in and out of parking lots, things of that nature. So it just seems that everything is moving really, really slow. Then I went ahead and got this offer, 875 plus, 675 tips, 3.3 miles. This is for Misi Italian. I did take this offer, obviously. $8 for 3 miles is pretty good. And Misi's really quick. I went in there, everything was ready. So I got that, delivered that, 32:33, still 2 hours 41 minutes. So again, not good on time. It was about 4:30 at this point. I knew I had to take my daughter somewhere at 5:30. I tried to squeeze one more offer in, which I did. I got this right here, $10. It says $8 in tips, but they actually left me a $15 cash tip, which was super, super nice. So this actually turned out to be a really good order. It's from Dickey's Barbecue Pit. As you can kind of see by my pin location, it's going to be a little bit of a travel, but that's fine. Got there, the food was ready right away. They had a lot of drinks. It was like, 2 jugs of unsweetened tea plus a big bag of food, and then 2 large fountain Dr. Peppers. So I mean, it was a ton of stuff, but only 5.9 miles. And like I said, I got the $15 cash tip, so that was nice. So there it goes, a 42.33 plus the 15. So finished at almost $60, for the 3 hours. So I mean, made up a little bit of time, a little bit of money too. So almost $20 an hour there, a little under, probably like 19 an hour. I didn't technically do all the math on it, but just rounding it up, it's close enough to 20 an hour. And then I logged off, as you can see right there, 3 hours, 12 minutes. I logged off and went to go, bring my daughter to what she had to go do. And then I came back because I'm still a little bit under my goal. So let me see if, maybe the night's a little bit better. And go figure. So I get this, obviously $9 plus, $6 tips, 2.7 miles from Chipotle. So I'm taking that all day. So I went there, and let me just start off by saying there was literally a line outside the door, and I could not fathom. I knew it was Veterans Day. I was like, why is this place so busy? Like, it's crazy. Now the order was ready, so I didn't have to wait. But I asked somebody online. I was like, is there some sort of promo going on? And Chipotle was doing a buy one get one for veterans yesterday. So yeah, that line just did not die down for hours. So I try to capitalize off of it. I just dropped it off, paused my dash, went right back to the same spot, and then got another order. So there's the $9. Took me 17 minutes to do, and there's a couple minute wait time, but it wasn't too bad. I ended up, while I was waiting, getting this order for Buffalo Wild Wings. Obviously, I'm not taking this. $4.25 with no tips for 8.7 miles. Yeah, you can kiss my ass on that one. I'm really not going to to do that offer. So that was an easy decline. Then there goes Chipotle again, 2.9 miles, 650. Took that one, dropped that off. There's the 15:50, 43 minutes. Not the best time, and a lot of this has to do with wait time. The first Chipotle order was ready. This one wasn't. I did have to wait almost 10 minutes for this order. But dropped that off. And then there goes Chipotle again. $6 tip, $8, 3.9 miles. This one took forever. I had to wait. Like, they're over here handing us like free drinks and stuff like that for the wait time. And it's just like, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. But I really just want to get this order and get on my way. I don't want to sit here and stare at the 500 people in line. So it did take a little while to get this one, but I got it dropped off, 23:50. And at this time, it was about 8 o'clock. And I was like, yeah, should I just do another one? I was like $4 or $5 under my goal. I said, I'll do it. I had to go to Walmart, so I was like, maybe I can get a quick one. Then Buffalo Wild Wings wants to hit me with another 450 going 4.3 miles, no tip offer. Nope, I denied that. I'm not taking that garbage. And so I was going to give it a couple more minutes. I said, you know what? It's at this point, it's a little after 8 o'clock. Chipotle and In-N-Out's the only place that's busy. Literally lines all the way out into the street at this point. So I was like, I don't know how much more of Chipotle I want to take. So right before I was about to log off, I ended up getting this one, 808, 1052, 777 in tips. It's for Sonic and Sophia's. Same customer. And they're both right next to each other. Sonic was just 2 drinks. So I went to Sonic, picked up the 2 drinks, and then I went to Sophia's, picked up their food, and then I had that dropped off. Literally 4.2 miles. I had it dropped off pretty quickly. Easy 1052. And then there goes the 3402 for right about 2 hours. So not great, on that. Altogether, I worked about 8 hours, a lot of wait time, a ton of wait time, $130, including my cash tips. I did get 2 separate cash tips yesterday, so that was good. Overall, it was like $16.25 an hour. Hourly is not great, but it was a Tuesday, and there was a ton of wait time. If there wasn't so much waiting around at these places or waiting in parking lots, and the traffic was just ridiculously crazy. And then, of course, there was 8 different traffic accidents yesterday, not to mention the rollover. And then a woman got hit on I-25. So, I mean, it was just a freaky day. Parking lots were extremely busy. Restaurants were extremely busy. I probably could have made easy 18 if it was just a regular day, but thank you, Veterans Day. I really appreciate all my veterans. I love them to death, but yeah, this day was a shit show. But we're just going to look forward to the next day, which is today, because I'm recording this, on Wednesday. This was Tuesday's activities, and I'm about to head out now to, capture the day. So we'll see what today brings. But yeah, that was it for yesterday. Thank you, my guys.